Scrum certification. Scrum was devised by Jeff Sutherland and Ken Schwaber in 1993 and presented at OOPSLA, the Object-Oriented Systems, Languages and Applications Conference in 1995. There are several professional bodies for Scrum. The two main ones are the Scrum Alliance and Scrum.org. Scrum Alliance was founded in 2001 by Jeff and Ken, and they produce the Certified Scrum Training and Certification Series. Scrum.org was founded in 2009 by Ken, and they produce the Professional Scrum Training and Certification Series. The main difference between the two organizations is that Scrum Alliance's mission is to transform the world of work, whereas Ken wanted to focus a little bit more on software development, so he founded Scrum.org. The Scrum framework is described in a short 20-page document called the Scrum Guide. It's published by Jeff and Ken, and it's updated every few years as Scrum teams around the world try new ways of working and report their results. The most recent version is the 2017 version. I'm expecting a new version of the Scrum Guide any day now. Make sure you check out my annotated Scrum Guide that comes with this course. It's got all my study notes in the margins and highlights all the key phrases you need to know. More and more employers are expecting candidates to have experience of Scrum. About 25% of job openings in our industry include Scrum as a mandatory or desirable requirement, and I expect that number to continue increasing. Microsoft customers are also increasingly asking Microsoft partners for remote project teams, blended development teams, rapid implementations, and phased deployments. And Scrum is perfectly suited to these kinds of requests. So more customers are asking their Microsoft partners for approaches like Scrum, and partners are therefore needing more experienced Scrum practitioners. Earlier I introduced the two main organizations that provide Scrum training and certification. These organizations are each run by one of the founders of Scrum. There are a range of other training and certification bodies, such as Scrum Study, that offer cheap training and certification, but I don't recommend them. There are other IT training and certification companies like PMP and Axelos who have added some Agile content to their project management offerings, such as PMP Agile Certified Practitioner and Prince2 Agile. Scrum Alliance has a range of certifications. The most popular are arranged into 3 tracks: Scrum Master track, Product Owner track, and Developer track. By far the most popular is the Certified Scrum Master certification, and I'd recommend it for everyone in your Scrum team, Scrum Masters, Product Owners, and Developers alike. The Certified Scrum Master exam is taken after 2 days of classroom training, and usually costs between $1,000 and $2,000. Scrum Alliance's certified trainers are all highly experienced, but they use their own training materials, so your experience could vary considerably from someone taking the same course with another CSM trainer. Critically, you can't take the CSM certification exam until you've paid for and completed the training, and the certification only lasts for 2 years before you're expected to pay up and take the exam again. You need to achieve a score of 60% to pass the exam. Scrum.org also has a range of training courses and certifications. The Professional Scrum Foundations training course is a great option for everyone in your Scrum team and prepares you for the PSM1 exam, the Professional Scrum Master 1 exam. The course and certification I recommend is for Microsoft Business Applications professionals is the PSM1 exam. PSM1 also can take 2 days of classroom training and costs between $1,000 and $2,000. Scrum.org's certified trainers are all highly experienced, but they collaborate and enhance their training materials as a team, which is a key difference between them and the Scrum Alliance trainers. I prefer Scrum.org because you can take the PSM1 exam without paying for and sitting through the training. If you've got sufficient knowledge or experience of Scrum from a course like this one, you can just pay for the exam, which costs $150 and does not expire. The pass mark is higher than CSM. It's 80%, so you need to know Scrum well to achieve this valued certification. Hundreds of Microsoft Business Applications professionals just like you have enrolled in this course, and every month many of them achieve their PSM1 certification. Here are some of the first PSM certified students from the Customery Academy. Finally, here are the steps I recommend to prepare for and pass your PSM1 certification assessment. 1. Read the Scrum Guide. It's only 20 pages, but it contains about everything you need to know to pass the PSM1 assessment. Read it and reread it. The assessment is open book and it's not proctored, so have it accessible when you take the exam. I recommend using my annotated Scrum Guide. Number 2. Complete this course. I cover everything that's in the Scrum Guide in this course, and the course also includes extra content and quizzes to give you a better overall learning experience than just the Scrum Guide. And I've included lots of proven practices specific to Microsoft Business Apps, but you don't need to know any of this content for the PSM1 certification assessment. 3. Take the Open assessment on the scrum.org website. It's 30 sample questions randomly taken from the same pool of questions used in the exam. Retake it until you consistently score over 80%. Number 4. Take the practice assessment included in this course. I've used the same exam engine, and it's got the same duration, the same passing score, and about the same level of difficulty. You can retake it until you consistently pass. Number 5. The latest version of the Scrum Guide doesn't include material about burn-down charts or scaling Scrum, but questions on this topic occasionally come up in the PSM1 assessment, so be sure to read about these topics as well. Finally, when you're sitting the exam, read the questions carefully, but don't read too much into them. There are no trick questions. Timing is tight. If you can't answer a question straight away, flag it for later and keep going until you've attempted all the questions. Then come back and answer your flagged questions later. Thank you so much for joining me in my Scrum for Microsoft Business Apps course. I really appreciate you trusting in me to help you start your Agile journey. I hope you can take the scrum.org PSM1 certification soon. Let me know when you've passed. I'd love to celebrate your success with everybody here in the Customery Academy community. And finally, if you have any feedback about the course, I'd love to hear it so I can improve the course for future students. And if you've got any questions about applying Scrum to your Microsoft Business Applications projects, please feel free to ask your questions here in the Customery Academy community or in our LinkedIn group.